In a gigantic kitchen, where the counters stretched as far as the eye could see and the shiny appliances gleamed like treasure, something extraordinary was about to happen. Right in the middle of it all, a shiny silver pot sat proudly on a stove that was bigger than a race car track, looking almost too big for any normal meal. Inside that pot, something mysterious began to stir. A little wiggle at first, then a silly wobbly dance as the pot jiggled and the lid rattled, clinking out a funny, unpredictable tune that echoed through this kitchen. The kitchen seemed to hold its breath, every spoon and spatula pausing, as the shaking grew louder and the pot rumbled like a giant's hungry tummy, making the floor vibrate just a little. Steam puffed out in swirling clouds, curling up to the ceiling, and the air filled with a warm, toasty smell that made your mouth water and your nose tingle with excitement. The lid lifted and clanged, bouncing up and down as if the pot was trying to shout, "Get ready for a big surprise!" And everyone in the kitchen leaned in closer, eyes wide with curiosity. Inside, tiny hard kernels were heating up, each one itching to jump and dance, packed tightly together and waiting for their moment to shine. The pot vibrated with energy, humming so deeply you could feel it in your toes, as if the whole kitchen was buzzing with anticipation. Suddenly, pop! A single, strong pop echoed like a firecracker, making everyone jump, and then another pop, and another like tiny fireworks going off in a grand celebration, each burst louder and more exciting than the last. The lid bounced higher with every pop, rattling and clattering, almost flying off as if it couldn't hold back the excitement inside. The mystery was clear now. This was no ordinary pot, but a sleeping volcano waking up, ready to erupt with a delicious surprise. The adventure was just beginning, and everyone in the kitchen could feel the excitement building, like the start of a thrilling story. The fun was about to explode, with popcorn bursting out in every direction, filling the air with laughter and amazement. The kitchen was ready for something amazing, and everyone knew that this was a moment they'd never forget. A big shake on the stove that turned an ordinary day into a magical popcorn adventure. Pop, pop, pop! With a final whoosh, the lid flew off, spinning through the air and landing with a clatter on the kitchen counter. A huge explosion of fluffy white popcorn burst out, shooting up like the biggest, brightest firework you've ever seen. Popcorn rained down like soft, yummy snowflakes, covering the stove in a tasty blanket. The volcano erupted, popcorn lava flowing over the pot's edge in a slow, bumpy river of crunchy goodness. The sound was a constant pop-pop-popping, filling the kitchen with excitement and laughter. Popcorn lava spread, creating hills and valleys of crunchy, golden deliciousness everywhere. The smell of fresh popcorn filled the air, making everyone hungry and eager for a taste. Popcorn spilled onto the floor, creating a crunchy golden carpet underfoot. The popcorn volcano was in full swing, the most fun, delicious disaster ever imagined. Just as popcorn threatened to take over the entire kitchen, spilling and tumbling in every direction, chaos erupted. Kernels bounced across the counter, and the air was filled with the buttery scent of a popcorn disaster. Suddenly, a tiny wee-woo siren sounded, echoing through the kitchen like a call to action for heroes. A small red fire truck zoomed in, its lights flashing bravely as it raced past crumbs and puddles. It screeched to a halt near the giant stove, dwarfed by the mountain of popcorn, but undeterred. Out jumped the popcorn patrol. Brave, thumb-sized firefighters in colorful helmets, each one ready for action. They looked up at the popcorn volcano, their faces set with determination, ready to tackle the challenge ahead. Captain Crunchy, their fearless chief, unrolled a tiny map and pointed at the erupting stove, outlining their daring plan. "Okay, team, we need to control this eruption," he squeaked, his voice full of courage and excitement. The team sprang into action, grabbing ropes, ladders, and special hoses from their trusty little truck, each firefighter knowing exactly what to do. With a quick flick, they shot a grappling hook to a drawer handle and began their daring climb up the towering kitchen drawers. Like busy ants, they scaled the cabinets, working together in perfect harmony, never missing a step. Each firefighter played a vital role, determined to save the kitchen from the popcorn flood and restore order. Their little boots gripped the wood as they worked together, their teamwork making them unstoppable. The wee-woo siren flashed below, lighting their path and giving them courage as they pressed on. The Popcorn Patrol was on a mission, united and fearless, ready to face any challenge that came their way. With clever teamwork and tiny tools, the popcorn volcano didn't stand a chance. The kitchen was safe, thanks to the bravest little firefighters around. At the top of the stove, the tiny firefighters sprang into action. They unrolled special hoses, not for water but for butter foam. Captain Crunchy gave the signal, and golden butter foam sprayed onto the popcorn lava. The butter sizzled, making the popcorn stick together and slow down. The team worked fast, building butter foam walls and cooling the eruption source. Their colorful helmets bobbed as they sprayed, careful not to get stuck in the sticky, buttery mess. The kitchen filled with the mouth-watering smell of buttered popcorn. The butter foam worked like magic, taming the wild popcorn river. The firefighters cheered as the flow slowed, their plan working perfectly. They kept spraying, turning chaos into a delicious treat. The battle against the popcorn volcano was nearly won. Suddenly, something silly happened. Pip, the firefighter in a purple helmet, was spraying butter when a giant kernel shot out and launched him into the air. He tumbled above the popcorn, seeing the whole kitchen from way up high. Pip landed with a soft crunch in a fluffy pile of popcorn. Only his purple helmet peeked out until he popped up, a piece of popcorn stuck on top like a hat. He giggled and waved, letting everyone know he was okay. His friends cheered, relieved and amused. Pip brushed off crumbs, took a bite of his popcorn hat and shouted, "Yummy!" The mishap turned into a moment of laughter and teamwork. Even in chaos, the adventure was fun. Pip grabbed his butter hose and jumped back into action. The kitchen was alive with amazing sounds and smells. The popping from the pot set the rhythm for the adventure. Butter hoses hissed and sizzled, making tummies rumble. Firefighters' boots crunched on the popcorn mountain like walking on a snacky beach. Sometimes, a slip sent popcorn tumbling, rustling like autumn leaves. Giggles and cheers filled the air as the team worked together. Captain Crunchy's orders sounded like a game. "Build a butter wall! Make it extra yummy!" The sizzling, popping, and crunching blended into a joyful symphony. The kitchen smelled of warm popcorn and rich, melted butter. It was a feast for the senses, a popcorn party in full swing. The tiny firefighters weren't just saving the day, they were having the best time ever. With one last pop, the volcano grew quiet, sending a gentle hush over the popcorn landscape. The air was filled with the warm, buttery scent of victory, and tiny puffs of steam rose from the golden kernels. The eruption was over. The tiny firefighters had tamed the popcorn volcano. Their helmets gleamed in the soft light, and their faces beamed with pride at their daring accomplishment. They stood proudly atop a golden mountain of buttery popcorn, gazing out over the vast, crunchy landscape they had created together. Every piece was coated in a shiny, delicious glaze, sparkling like treasure in the sunlight. The popcorn shimmered, promising a taste adventure with every bite. The mountain was a masterpiece of teamwork and tastiness. Each kernel was a reminder of their courage and cooperation, and together they had built something truly spectacular. Below, a giant, colorful bowl waited, ready to catch the golden avalanche. It was the perfect stage for the grand finale. Captain Crunchy gave the signal. "Let's get this popcorn party started. Time for the popcorn lanche!" The team cheered, their excitement bubbling over. The team pushed the popcorn mountain, and with a mighty crunch, it cascaded into the bowl below, tumbling and bouncing in a golden river. Popcorn tumbled like a golden waterfall, filling the bowl to the brim. The sound was like 1,000 tiny drums, each kernel adding to the celebration. The firefighters slid down after it, laughing and cheering, their boots kicking up clouds of popcorn as they raced to the bottom. They had conquered the popcorn volcano and created the world's most epic snack. Their adventure would be remembered in popcorn history forever. Now it was time to celebrate and enjoy the great golden popcorn mountain. Friends gathered from all around, eager to share in the fun and flavor. The adventure ended with a delicious, joyful feast, as everyone dug in, savoring every crunchy, buttery bite and the memories they'd made together.